Tune in to Fox 12 this Saturday at 7:30 p.m. to watch the Timbers host the Columbus Crew. Welcome back to PortlandTimbers.com, everyone, and unfortunately here we are again talking to you after a Timbers loss and the team back out on the field trying to make things right ahead of Saturday's game with Columbus. It was actually the first practice they had today since the loss in Montreal. Yesterday was an off day after a very long day of travel coming back from Montreal on Sunday. It was a closed practice today, so we didn't get a peek at exactly what was going on. Certainly some question marks going into the week. Head coach John Spencer saying Troy Perkins will be a game-time decision with the massive gash on his nose he suffered against Montreal. Steve Purdy similarly seems unlikely to play, John Spencer saying, because of the concussion that he suffered in that game. So some personnel questions for the coaching staff to address, let alone trying to find the right combination to unlock a Columbus team, which is similarly struggling at this point of the season. One of the bright spots the last 2 weeks, a guy in a different role, Lovel Palmer, had been at right back, now in a defensive center midfield position. I had a chance to speak with him after today's practice. Couldn't help but notice the end of practice you guys are playing a little game. Is that a good sign that this team has not lost the spirit and the fun in the sport, even though it's been a not very fun couple of weeks?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we need to stick together as a team. We need to show that each and everyone on the team, on the field has each other's back. We need to show that we're still enjoying the game. We still have that passion for the game, because whenever time you start losing that passion, personally, I think it's time to go. I mean, everyone and every single play, they're competitors. They want to win. It's not as if we go out on the pitch and say, hey, we're going to lay down and give this game up. I think every single game we go out and we just work hard for the franchise. It's the best we can offer on that day. It's just not. It's not good enough for the 3 points, but I think we still enjoy playing the game. We enjoy coming out here every morning and putting in the work. Everyone, we're happy to be playing 11v11. Some of the guys, they don't normally get to play during the week or on a game day, but I mean, today it's very competitive. We got a couple of goals, which is nice, and the team in the orange, we got a shutout. Hopefully we can just keep doing that in practice and have it become a habit.
Has that been a concern at all, the team staying together, or is that just kind of being proactive down the road?
No, I mean, we need to stay together, because there's so much, people are going to say whatever they choose to say, we're not winning, and they're going to try to come up with whatever excuse, But we as a team, we need to know that, hey, we have each other's back. You look across the locker room, you look to the guy to your right, you look to the guy to your left, and you know that, hey, this guy, he's going to stick through it with me, So it's very important, because, I mean, everyone else is against us. The odds are against us, so the team, we have to be a close-knit, and that's the only way we're going to pull through it. We can't be pulling each other down in the barrel, we have to try and elevate each other. So, I mean, it's a great feeling to know that a guy to your left and your right have your back.
Your new role as a midfielder was maybe a little more well-defined against Kansas City defensively, because they play with an attacking midfielder. Then with Montreal, more of a flat midfield. Columbus, they come in with a diamond midfield and attacking midfielder. Does that help kind of clarify in your mind what your role really is defensively?
Not really. I mean, we just have to play complete football. Sometimes I'm going to be in a spot where I have to be marking someone. Sometimes I'm going to be free. Diego is going to be marking someone, or Jack. But I mean, as I said, and I will keep saying, it's not about the personnel that you're playing against, but the work that you personally put in. And every single player on the pitch. It's about the effort and the shift that they put in. Because if Chris Boyd find himself playing in a defensive midfield for a minute or two, he has to do the job as if it's Lovel Palmer there or Diego Chara. It's not about personnel or who is playing where. It's just the defensive work that we have to put in as a team, and that's the only way we're going to get results. Everyone is going to have to pull for each other, and whenever time you find yourself in a spot, you have to either defend as you're a defender or score the goal as you're an attacker, because if I find myself in the 18-yard box, I can't say, oh, I don't have the ability of Chris Boyd to score the goal. We just have to play as a team and do whatever it takes to win games, defend as a team, keep shutouts, and score goals.
So, Saturday night, Portland Timbers, Columbus Crew, 7:30, right here at Gerald Wynn Field. We've got your preview coming up this week. Tonight, it's going to be Talk Timbers, 6 to 8 on Sports Radio 750. The game Friday night, it'll be Timbers in 30, 6:30 on KPTV Fox 12. Always a great half-hour program. Helps you preview the game. You'll hear from a Timbers player. You'll hear from the coaching staff, and also some fun features that Matt Smith always throws together. That's Friday night, 6:30, KPTV Fox 12, Timbers in 30. So we talk to you right here, Saturday night, 7:30 against Columbus. I'm John Strong on PortlandTimbers.com.